Pretty people, all the pretty people say hi to Risha. Yes, it's Wednesday. What do we do on Wednesday at 8 p.m.? Yes, business tips, motivation, and inspiration. I get to answer all your business questions. So if you are a network marketer, if you are in direct sales or social marketing, or just a small business, I don't care what you sell, lotions, potions, pots, pans, lashes, real estate services. You're my people. You're my people. And so I want to make sure I share with you actionable business tips, tools, how to build your business online and offline. So I help people leverage and monetize social media. So I'm excited about it. I've been an entrepreneur for almost 2 decades. So I know a thing or two. Yes. So I built my business initially offline. Yes, all the offline people, where are you? So yes, Derisha, I did the hard work, offline hard work, baby. If you build a business offline, baby, you know some things. So I built my business initially offline, very successful, went to the top of that company. Then, right before the pandemic, I was like, let me get online. Let me say I was reluctant to get online. I was not obedient at first. And then I said, well, it's a part of the process, it's a part of learning. And if you're not learning, you might as well be dying. You're a part of the walking dead. And so, because things are changing, technology is allowing people to grow faster, to start businesses, and become more successful. And I was like, all right, it's time to make a shift. You've got to shift your mind, your body, your soul, and everyone is understanding that technology is the wave of the future. Okay. And so I was like, all right, let's do it. And so I started messing up. I was like, I'm just going to do all these things that people say to do. And I just started doing them. And I'm happy because I wasn't trying to be perfect. I was trying to, of course, go through the process. And so if you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, I see you. Say hi, Jerusha. All the pretty people say hi, Jerusha. Yes, you might want to turn your volume down because this is how I talk, baby. This is the volume that is going to stay at. So, yes. So do me a favor. Put hashtag pretty people if you are part of the pretty community. What that means is we celebrate, collaborate, and create great relationships. So I crown my kings and queens over here. So if you want some great motivation, inspiration, and business tips, this is the page for you. So do me a favor. If you're joining me for the very first time, put newbie in the chat. Say, I'm a newbie, Jerusha. You're just now hearing the sound of my voice. You are a newbie to me. I love the hearts. Heart me up, girl. You are a newbie to me. I love that. And then, of course, okay, if you watch the replay, but if you tag two people or share the broadcast, you and I just became besties. Like, you're my people. So it's all about, of course, I don't know what just happened. It's all about you, of course, sharing and caring. Sharing is caring. Lita in the building. Yes, Evelyn is in the building. Yes, Monica's in the building. I can't see this person over here on TikTok. That person is in the building. Hold on one second. Let me see what they're saying. Hold on. All right. So do me a favor. If you are not my peoples on TikTok, you're welcome to leave. You're welcome. So I'm going to have to block that person in 2 seconds. In 2 seconds, it's coming. So do me a favor. Go ahead and put in the chat. Tag your business bestie and let her know. We're going to talk about, yes, I have a business question that I was asked. Now, if you are in my business tip, motivation, and inspiration group, you get to ask any business question and I will teach on that subject or I will answer you privately. So if you're not in the group and you want to be in the group, it's called Business Tips, Motivation, and Inspiration. And I would love to see your beautiful faces. Okay. And so the question was, should I market my product, my company, or myself? Now, I love this question because the person wanted to know how to market and brand online. And so they're conflicted because the company, they're in direct sales. The company wants them to market the company, right? Well, that's great, but you're not the company, right? This is my experience of what you could do to still get the sale, okay? Then you have, of course, the product. Yes, if you are holding the LLC, it's your business, it makes sense. Okay. It surely makes sense. It's yours. Or should you market yourself? Now, you know which one I'm going to go with. Okay. You are the brand. So hold on 1 second. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I got to take this person out of my view. Hold on 1 second. I can't even get to TikTok. Hold on. Hold on. Block. Confirm. All right. Sorry about that. So if they're distracting me, I got to block them. Okay. So if you don't have that positive energy, you're not my people. And see, that's the beauty about social media. You can become best friend with this button called block. Like, it's okay. It's your page. It really is. All right. So do me a favor. You better write this down. So if you have already joined the group, that's great. You can ask any business question and I'll come back and look at the questions and I will either message you privately or I'll teach next Wednesday at 8 p.m. On that subject. Does that sound good? Yeah, I say, okay. I love you too. Thank you so much. First of all, I know I worked in radio and television. So if you don't know, my background is actually, the broadcasting industry. So I had an opportunity to meet a lot of great people, a lot of entertainers, a lot of, people, influencers. And I enjoyed it because I had an opportunity to go to all types of events. I think I went to almost everything in Atlanta. So I enjoyed the journey. The only thing for me was I didn't have time for anything else. So when I decided to get married and have a child, I was like, oh my gosh, this isn't going to work. So for me, it wasn't that my degrees didn't work and they're still working because I get paid to talk. I actually enjoyed what I did. In the end, I didn't enjoy all of the people that I was working with, but I enjoyed the community, right? And so what I learned in working in radio and television is you are to brand you. I learned marketing and branding. Now, Oprah said your brand is your heart. Write that down. So I believe you should be marketing and branding yourself all the time. I'm branding Jerusha all the time. The Pretty People is my brand, right? So your brand is your heart. So if you're a newbie, yes, put it in the chat. You're a newbie. I see you. So I'm always looking, right, for the people that want more. I want to attract those types of people. So I put out in the universe what I want, and I'm going to attract my tribe. So I'm looking for the willing. I'm not looking for the people who just want to. It's too many people wanting to. I want the people that's willing to. So I was willing to leave a nice corporate job to work for myself, but I was willing to put in the sweat equity. Most people, they don't understand from employee to entrepreneur, it looks very different. The work level is different. Your mindset, the focus, everything is actually different. So if you cannot work a business part-time with your full-time job, it's going to be difficult for you to just quit and work full-time as an entrepreneur. Now, I didn't up and quit. I actually transitioned out when it was best for me and my family, and it worked out for me. However, right, I always suggest work your full-time job and then start a side hustle, okay? And then start online marketing and branding yourself. Because this is the thing. When you start attracting the right people, when you start putting out whatever you believe, being authentic to your brand, yourself, your morals, whatever it is, God will bring the right people to you. Now, understand this, write this down. If someone is derailed off the train, it's okay. Understand everyone is not meant to ride with you all the way to the top. Now, that was hard for me because when I started initially, I thought everybody wanted to go to the top with me. And I learned very fast. That's why they have train stations. People are meant to get off. Just like the bus stop. People are meant to get off, right? So you go this far, this is your destination, then some people get off. So people are meant to do that. People are meant to be picked up at certain stops so they can go with me to the next destination. And some people gonna ride with you all the way. So first of all, you got to understand the person that starts this race will not be the same person that finishes it. Jerusha. And so you can't force people to learn. You can't force people to grow. You can't force people to move in a different direction. I just can't do it at this point, right? And so don't expect everyone to understand your journey. I think that's a part of the problem. We're not posting, we're not marketing, we're not branding because we want people to understand our journey. It's not meant for them to understand. If God gave it to you, he spoke to you, right? He didn't have a conference call and spoke to everybody else. Okay, so you have permission to move forward. So if you're not losing friends, you're not growing. I promise you, you're not. You have an assignment only you can complete. I have an assignment only Jerusha can complete. So until you walk into that and own it and show up as you, that's when it's going to change for you. That's when the shift happens. Okay. So don't listen to the naysayers like this person I had to block, like, bye-bye, you know. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay. I had to say bye-bye, or just making sure. Don't respond to naysayers. You will never reach your destination. Who said this quote? Y'all know you will never reach your destination if you stop and throw bones at every dog that barks. Delete, block, and move forward. There's a price to pay to prosper. I'm going to tell you. And I learned, there's work involved. And I don't think people understand to be successful. Successful comes with a work attitude and a work uniform. You're going to work that thing, baby. Write that down. There's a price to pay to prosper. Now, what I want to share also, she asked me about marketing and branding. There are several things that you can do in marketing and branding yourself. First of all, you got to understand that you're in sales. You have to also ask for the sale. Okay. And so I'll give you like 4 ways you can ask for the sale. But to answer your question, I'm always marketing and branding me. Whenever I show up, whether it's online, whether it's in a TikTok, whether it's face-to-face, whether I'm speaking on stage, I'm marketing myself. Like before I came on, I saw Oprah. She was referencing that book that she is going to do a podcast on. The fact that it's Oprah recommending the book is why people are purchasing it, because they believe in her. All right. So when you show up and you start being you, people can start to trust you. And everyone's heard this before. People buy from whom they know, like, and trust. Write that down. People buy from whom they know, like, and trust. So they know you. They're like, oh, I know her. They like you. They like the content that you put out. They just like your vibe, or they just trust you. We trust Oprah in the way that if she recommends a book, we go buy it because it must be good. She recommended it. She did the research. She talked to the author. Like, she found out about it. And so it helps us have to do less research. And so that's how it is with most things. If you're showing up consistently, marketing yourself and giving value, not just showing that you went to dinner, not just showing you went on vacation like I did this last weekend, not just showing, hey, look at my life, but showing up, giving value to somebody else. The goal on social media is to give value. The more value you give, it's going to come back to you. You got to deposit into social media before you get a withdrawal. So when you go to the bank, you deposit money in the bank before you get a withdrawal. Social media is the same. So to answer your question, I am #1 fan of marketing and branding yourself, because people will follow the name. People follow Oprah. People follow, anybody, Ellen DeGeneres. People follow all of those people based on their name, whether they left their television shows or not. No one cares if they left ABC or NBC. We follow in the name. Oh, she went to Oprah's Harpo Network. Oh, we going over there, because you're following the person. And I think people don't understand that. People buy from people first. Before they buy your opportunity, your service, your product, they're buying from you. They want to work with you. And so I think that's important for you to start off in business, is marketing and branding yourself. And that's how you build a large audience, whether it's online or offline. You're it. So your integrity, the way that you treat people, great customer service, all of that falls back on you, because that's all they remember is that you didn't do something. And so I think it's important, and word of mouth travels. So if you have good service, you have good products, people will tell somebody. I promise you they will. So we're done with that. Did I answer your question? All right, great. Yes. Market and brand yourself, especially if you're in network marketing, direct sales, or social retail, you need to brand yourself. That's my experience. It works well for me. That's how I built my account, is Jerusha. Okay. The other thing that I was asked is, once I start marketing and branding myself, how do I ask for the sale if I'm marketing me? Well, obviously, I'm assuming you sell something, whether it's a book, you're an author, or a service, or a nonprofit, it doesn't matter, or whatever. In your value that you give, you're going to mention your thing. Okay. So whatever value that you're giving out to people, you're depositing with some information like this. I share actionable business tips, tools, ideas, scripts every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. This is how I give back. Because I've been an entrepreneur, I know how to build a business online and offline. So what I do is say, hey, this is what I know for sure. I don't share what I don't know. This is what I know for sure. And then hopefully those of you, all the pretty people, you will start to implement those things, because my hope is to shorten somebody else's learning curve. That's the point. We all win, baby, over here. So if you don't want to win with each other, then you're not my people. So here's the thing. In your giving and sharing value, you're going to always ask for the sale. Okay. Now, here are some ways that you can ask for the sale. So after this, I'll be on TikTok. I'm going to be talking about the collagen that I use. Okay. So if you're not following me on TikTok, you can follow me over there. Okay. But I want to make sure you understand, just because you post your t-shirt, like my Pretty People tee, some people go to the website, but a lot of people will not. Okay. Because they think you're just posting it, right? You've got to build relationships. Okay. You've got to see the people, see the people, see the people, Jerusha, and see the people some more. So you got to love on their pages. You have to make an initiative to go talk to them, see what they're about on their page. Somebody taking these notes. A pretty person is putting this in the chat for me. A pretty person is you've got to do it. You accepted their friendship, or they accepted your friendship. You're friends. I don't get people if you're afraid to talk to the people that you accepted the friendship. You're friends. You're now friends. You followed them. You're friends. Okay. So you can build a relationship with that person. If you're on the live, you love the live, give me some hearts. If you're getting value, hashtag helpful, we're friends. So in Messenger, you're starting to build that relationship, warming up to that person, making sure that, the person see you. You got to love on their stories, love on their pages. Then you can message that person so you can find out the needs of the person first. You're not messaging them your website and asking them like that. You're getting to know them first. They might not even need what you have. The problem most people have on social media, you assume everybody needs what you have. They do not. There's a targeted audience for every product or service. So you're looking for a certain group of people for yourself. We all can be multi-millionaires. Like that's, we can, because it's that many people, and money is always moving. So there's an unlimited amount available for everybody. So it doesn't matter if I sell hair and you sell hair, or I sell lashes and you sell lashes. Doesn't matter. It's enough for both of us, or all of us, right? So here's a way. Once you start talking in Messenger, right? Don't be weird. Just be yourself, whatever that looks like. If you took the 3-day ride, I actually gave you scripts of how to start conversations. Be a great conversation starter. But I wanted to share and answer her questions. How do I ask for the sale? If someone has shown interest of some sort, how do you say, okay, you can buy it now instead of waiting for the person? You could say, once you message the person, this is after you've messaged them, they've shown interest of some sort. I like your Pretty People tee, or, what type of collagen is that? They've shown some type of interest. Or you reached out and say, hey, I wasn't sure if you saw my live. I was talking about that liquid collagen. Here's the question. Would you like to try it? ? You don't assume. I think people who just send stuff out and just say, hey, can you donate $100? People do me like that. Hey, my cousin is doing blah, blah, blah. Can you give X amount of money? Like, I don't even know what's happening, right? Not that I have my own things that I give to, but the amount of people that just send you something and you haven't even said, hey, Jerusha, that's the problem. So you do want to acknowledge who you're talking to, not just, hey, girl, what's up, girl? Because that's generic. I know you forward that to everybody. But when you're talking to me or whomever, you want to make them feel special. Every single person is wearing a sign on their forehead that says, make me feel important. And so Chick-fil-A makes us feel important, don't they? They make us feel valued. We want to go back to Chick-fil-A. Do you feel like that at other places? No. So you want to be that type of person that they're expecting this level of communication and this level of service. And so you want to go into it, hey, so-and-so, whatever you want to say, but you ask, would you like to try it? They've shown interest. Here's another way to say it. A pretty person put this in the chat. Yes. Another way is, would you like for me to send? Okay, this is you if you have an offer. So I have an offer. You know, if you have, I don't know, 5% off, or if you buy one, get one. If someone's watching your stories, your live, you can ask that person, hey, were you just being supportive, or would you like for me to send you my offer? Because if I say, hey, I'm using this particular liquid collagen, and we'll talk about it on TikTok, and it does this, it helps your skin, your hair, your nails, your gut, your digestion, your joints, your bones, your cognitive tissue, your eyes, your heart. You know, collagen actually accounts for 30% of your body's protein. So this particular one, not all collagen is the same, right? So if I put that in my stories and me, you know, riding the bike, or me at the park saying, I feel this good, I have this amount of energy because I take a supplement, this one in particular. And so when someone's commenting what type of collagen, or if they're commenting, okay, go ahead, girl, I'm going to ask, were you being supportive on my stories or on my feed? Or would you like for me to send you an offer? Question mark. Now the person's like, yes, send it to me. Yes, what you got going on, girl? Which one do you use? So that comes from you reaching out. That comes from you marketing you. Like, let me get in here and market myself. So they remember me, because most people aren't going to do that. But you are, because you want to increase your sales. Yes or yes. So you do have to ask. You got a GET, right? You got to ask. You got ASK to GET. You got to ask. You got, yes. Okay. You understand. Write that down. Yeah. Steve Harvey said, you have not because you ask not. Well, the Bible says, but you know what I mean? He says it as well. Now, let me say, somebody said, what if they say no? Great question. And if they do, what happens? Nothing. If someone says no, no, thank you, not interested, what happens? Nothing. Nothing happens. You're still living? Okay, nothing happened. You cannot take it personal. Do you say yes to every single thing? If someone comes and knock at your door, knock, you know it's a sales pitch. Are you going to say yes to everything? No. So it should be expected. What's the worst case scenario? She says no. No just means next opportunity. Write that down. No just means next opportunity, next opportunity. That's it. That's it. So when she's not right for you, that's okay. Like I said, everybody has a season. Well, even when she says not right now, all you have to do is follow up. It might mean she doesn't have the money right now, or she really wants to get it. She's trying to research. Like, you don't even know why she said it. Because if I say not right now doesn't mean no. It means not right now, or maybe later. So you want to make sure you're like, I'm going to follow up with this person. Now, we all know if you're in sales, follow up is between 5 to 12 attempts to actually close a lot of deals, depending on your price point, right? Because I have a follow-up ebook and it's $10. Like, that's not, I don't need to follow up with you 5 to 10 times for that. You either want the follow-up ebook for $10 or you don't. Now, if it's something that, you know, a $500 offer, then that's a little different. You might need to evaluate. But yeah, so it just depends on your product and the pricing. But in most cases, every salesperson is following up, whether it's a system following up, an email campaign following up. It's following up 5 to 12 times before they get their sale. And it's not back to back 5 to 12 attempts. But if you got the follow-up ebook, you would know how to follow up. It's all good. And in there, how can you get it? The link is in the bio. So it's in my link tree. So everything that I talk about is in my link tree. So wherever my profile is, Thank you so much for asking. Wherever my profile is, there's a link tree right there, and it has everything. But in the follow-up ebook, it has how long should you follow up, what to say when you follow up, how much time in between the follow-ups. Like it's pretty in-depth. It's actually probably worth 5 times more. But because you're the pretty people, you show up. I want to make sure that I share with you this is a proper way for you to follow up. And it works really better with a automated system. So if you have a text messaging app that you use, or that is really how it works. But you could text. But I'm assuming if you're texting 50 people or 75, you would not be able to text 200, 300, 400 people. So just keep that in mind if you look at it, okay? Yeah, and you want something like that in place instead of begging folks to buy your stuff, right? Focus on marketing and branding yourself, just giving value every chance you get. Every chance I get, I'm motivating, I'm inspiring, I'm sharing business tips. That's the brand, right? That's who I am. That's what you're going to get. You're not going to really see me like, showing you how to cook a steak. I don't eat steak. I'm not going to do that. That's not going to be something on my page. So stick with your niche, what you know for sure, and those people will come. I was telling another client, I have a team and I'm building hundreds of new leaders in my organization. Like right now, I'm focused on the 100 for this year, like helping them start the business with me in my social retail business, helping them get their websites up and running, helping them market and brand themselves online, all of that. Doing that this year. I'm so excited for those people that have partnered with me and going to partner. But I can tell you, every one of them is different. So how you market is going to be different. How you show up is going to be different. And so you got to embrace being different. Okay. You can look at people and get inspired and say, oh, I want something like that. That's what I do. I'll look and say, oh, I like that. I like that TikTok. I'm going to switch it around and do it like this. So you can look at things and get inspired and say, oh, yeah, I can do it for my nail salon. I can do it differently for my whatever your business is. Does this make sense? Okay, good. Now, if you have a business that's offline, same thing. You're still marketing and branding yourself. You're still asking for the sale. You're just offline. I think you should be both. Like if I had a brick and mortar, I would still be online. So there's no way I wouldn't be marketing on these free platforms. There's no way. Okay, did that answer your question? Did it answer your question? If you do, I don't know, people still do mailers, like all of those things. I don't, but I still receive mails every day of some type of marketing. So if that's your strategy, stick to it. All of it works. The problem is most people don't work it long enough. They work just enough to get frustrated, but never enough to see results. Sure. That's what happens. So you're frustrated and you're like, it didn't work. You didn't do it long enough. It's not going to happen overnight. It takes time. You're developing yourself. You're developing your system. It takes time. So you could ask, would you like for me to put it in the mail for you today? You could ask all of those questions. Yes. Would you like for me to send you the promotion and the pricing on the collagen? Would you like that? Yes. Just ask. That's all you got to do. Most people would not ask for the sale, and you wonder why the business isn't growing. You're not asking people. You're just posting and hoping and praying that they go. We don't post and pray over here. We post and profit. And in order to post and profit, you have to ask for the sale. Okay? Was this helpful or was this helpful? If you learned something, you better tag 2 people, share the broadcast. If you learned something, if this was helpful, like helpful, hashtag helpful if this was helpful to you. Your business bestie that's over there struggling and posting and praying. We want her to learn how to market and brand herself better. So go ahead and tag her. I don't want to be the best kept secret. We can all win. Knowledge is the new rich. Knowledge. I'm always in competition with myself every single day. So write this down. Compare yourself only to who you were on yesterday. Okay. Be your own competition. I promise you don't have any online. You don't have any. Most people won't do it. You will. You're here for this purpose, for this moment. You're going to do it. And so you're already ahead of most people. They're still thinking about it. You're in action. They're thinking about it. You're in action. Oh, needed this. Oh, good. You better ask for the sale, baby. So your journey is going to be different. So I'll continue on TikTok sharing the collagen. Yes, do me a favor. If you love this type of motivation, inspiration, and business tips, make sure you join us. If you have a business question, I'm happy to answer it in the business tip, motivation, and inspiration group. Join us over here. Make sure you answer the entry questions. Myself or my assistant, and make sure you get in the group. So you are in here asking me questions, and I can just tell you, this is what I know. This is what happens. This is what works. This is how you become successful. Yes. So I want you to get it. Can you imagine if every single person that heard the sound of my voice started implementing the strategies, and every other person that they listened to, they started implementing? You know how more powerful we would be as a community, as a people, and all of the changes that we could make because we have the money, we have the resources. Can you imagine what that would feel like if nobody was like struggling? I saw this lady today. Oh, I gotta go. I saw this lady today, and I didn't know if she was homeless or if she was lost. And I just kept looking, and a part of me wanted to turn around. I was driving, and she just walked across a major intersection, just walking aimlessly, cars stopping, avoiding hitting her. And I was just thinking, this is somebody's mother or grandmother or somebody, she's, I don't know if she's missing or she purposely is walking in the street. And I was on my way someplace, and it was on my heart the whole time. And I got to my destination, and I was just thinking, man, I hope she made it across the street. That's how they were dodging her. You know how you did, that's how much they were stopping in the road. And I was thinking, we shouldn't have this. There should be a way that we could help more people, whether it's mental health probably was the issue, or homelessness, whatever it is. The problem is the people that are able, like you and I, we're not doing enough. I know I'm not doing enough. I just check my own self. I'm like, I'm not doing enough. I'm not touching enough people. I'm not speaking on enough stages. I'm not blaming anybody. I need to get in more rooms. I need to do it. And so I can help more people. And so I went on, and then interesting, on my way back, I saw her again, going back across the street the same way, in the same fashion, and cars dodging her. And I came home, I prayed about it, and I was like, Lord, I hope that she made it okay. I hope if she has children, they're looking for her. Like, I couldn't figure out, like, what in the world, is happening where we have so much poverty in the world, in the United States. Okay. And so I just want us to understand that we're valuable, that we need to do our part and stop blaming other people. This is free information. You could take it or leave it, right? So I hope you take it so that you can help your family, your community, your churches, your city, your state, and so forth and so on. You got to do it. But if you don't help yourself, you can't help other people. When you have the resource and the money, you can do more good in the world. That's the point. So I will love on you, and I will continue, yes, to do what I can. So I'll see your beautiful faces probably tomorrow. If this was helpful, tag 2 people, share the broadcast. TikTok, you and I talk about this collagen, baby. Yes, put collagen in the chat if you want to learn more. If you're still on Facebook, if you want to learn more about the collagen that I use, I'm telling you, it's changed everything in the way that I feel, my bones, my joints. It's just amazing. Or let me see if this number works. Text this number, collagen, 404-620-6929. Just text that number, collagen. 404, somebody gonna put in the chat for me. 404-620-6929. Text the word collagen. Okay, that goes to my page, and then it'll ask you for your info, and it's gonna send you the information on the collagen. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Okay. Now, or you can just message me personally. But I will see you. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you on the page. Leader in the building, Facebook user in the building. Hello, boys. It's good to see you too. Betty in the building. All right, perfect. All right, TikTok. Let's talk about this collagen, baby.